Hi folks, I'm Chris. This is my show, My Life is an Adventure. The lighting seems to be a bit better today. It is Wednesday, that means it is New Comic Book Day, and that means it is Rebirth Review. I've got the first issue of The Flash, by Joshua Williamson, Carmine D. Domenico, and I don't remember Placencia. On the cover, we've got Flash running, zoom behind him, Captain Cold, Iris West, and the African American Wally West, and then all that's above a cityscape. There's the cover. So this is, like I said, this is number one, but it's the second number one because the first Rebirth issue was also number one. Why they didn't call it a one-shot, I don't know. I actually like the art a little bit better this time. It still feels like something you would see in Peter David's X Factor, which wouldn't be a bad thing, or a Daredevil comic, which wouldn't be a bad thing. But regardless, so I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not what you would expect to see from Flash. I don't know. I mean, it's good art. It's better than anything I could do, obviously. But, because I can't draw. But it still feels out of place in The Flash. So the story is Barry is investigating a break-in at a scientific laboratory place and a guard's murder. And later, he leaves the crime scene to go have lunch with Black Wally West and Iris, and then leaves lunch to go clear the victims out of a fire and stop a Star Labs transport hijacking in progress. And then something happens at the end of that. So we get our first glimpse, I think, at Iris in this continuity. She has short brown hair. She's white. I don't know much about Iris from the DC Comics, so I don't know if that's the typical depiction of her. She's not African American, but her nephew Wally is. One of her nephews Wally is. The conversation is kind of weird. Wally does say he was able to finish his assignment, which Barry was going to help him with. He was able to finish it quick. But then he talks about Wally, or about Iris being friends with the Flash, which makes her cool. And then Barry's like, really? Well, I work with the... But then the ambulance goes by and, he has to rush off. So it makes it sound like Wally doesn't know Barry's the Flash. Or is Wally covering for Barry because Iris doesn't know Barry's the Flash, even though she works with the Flash. Barry and Iris aren't a couple in this. In fact, Barry has a lab assistant who is named Kristen. Is that the girl from the old Flash TV series? What was her name? No, that's not her name. She's in the new Flash series, playing the same character, but I don't think that's her. Cell phone, where's that? Oh, there we go. Let's look it up. Sorry, this is exciting as watching paint dry, I'm sure. Flash scientist. 90s show. Howard Chaykin wrote it. I love Howard Chaykin. Amanda Page is the actress, and she played... Come on, casting characters. Tina McGee. So it's Kristen, but not Christina. So I wonder if, I mean, it honestly looks kind of like, a little bit like Renee Russo. Just a tad, in my opinion. So I don't know if that's supposed to be Tina McGee. Sure, you know, it's not Christina, it's Kristen, so maybe not. You never know. But anyway, she makes a comment in here, said, "You never noticed me before, why start now?" And Barry just stands there in shock, which I think most guys would be, because, you know, who likes to be called on anything? So, is that a hint that she's got a crush and Barry's never noticed her? Or just that he doesn't appreciate her help the way he should? Could be either way. So maybe Iris and Barry aren't going to be a couple, at least not right away. Never know. We get a brief interaction with Singh, who gives Barry a hard time for being late. And in my opinion, Singh looks a little bit like Tony Stark. A little bit like, not so much like David Xanatos, but a lot like Tony Stark, that's for sure. We get a brief panel about with two guys in snowsuits, but there's no appearance of Captain Cold in the book. There is a reference in here. The night I was hit by lightning, and also with chemicals, it created the Speed Force. So the lightning and the chemicals created the Speed Force. It's not some mythical force that Barry just happened to tap into. If he created it, that seems shocking, especially if... Does that mean there's no Jake Eric? Allowing me to speed where I'm needed, but not always fast enough. Let's see. There was another line. In here that I had questions about. Sorry. There was another line in here that I probably already speeded past. Okay. I never told anyone this, not even Wally, but when I was hit by lightning, time slowed down and my life flashed before my eyes. I also saw all the things I would never get the chance to do. Solve my mother's case, free my dad, a life unfulfilled. Now, in the last issue, he was talking with his dad, and it wasn't in prison, it was in his apartment. So, is he talking about he saw his life, if he had died, what he wouldn't get to do, and then when he came back to life, he was able to do all that? Because we know, in the last issue, he talks about solving his mother's case and his dad being set free. So why is he talking about this? Is it just, he was able to correct all that because of the Speed Force? I'm not sure. I'm whining a little bit, just a tad, because I'm confused easily. Okay, so at the end of the issue, when Barry is rescuing the people from the fire, he doesn't actually stop the fire, he just pulls everyone out, including a group of kids. So, of course, that makes him late to the Star Labs transport hijacking, where Detective August, I think his name is, or is it Augustus? August. Detective August recently transferred to the day shift, looking forward to working with Barry, who apparently solved his brother's case, and I guess that means he was set free, is standing up against the hijackers, who refer to themselves collectively as the Black Hole. And Barry rushes to the scene as the guy is as August is about to get shot, and lightning strikes. And something happens, and now we have a new something. Something is happening to August, and that's where the book ends. Spoiler alert, of course, will be in the title. The book is titled Lightning Strikes Twice, Part 1, Deus Ex Machina, which means God from Machine, I believe. Which lightning strikes twice is kind of a misnomer. I mean, at this point, lightning struck at least 4 times. Barry, Wally, August, and then, of course, Mr. Jake Garrick, if he exists at all. I was really hoping to see Captain Cold in this issue, other than just on the cover. There he is. He looks a lot different than the Captain Cold I'm used to, of course, being played by Wentworth Miller in Legends of Tomorrow and CW's The Flash. The way he's drawn, it almost looks like he has icicles on his arm. I don't know if that's the case. So yeah, that's the book. Like I said, the art, I like it better than I thought I did last time. I just think it is misplaced in The Flash. I think it would be better suited somewhere else. I just don't think it fits the Flash. I think the Flash art should be just a little bit cleaner, a little bit prettier. So, really good book. I didn't get the variant cover yet. I will probably pick it up Friday if it's still available. This came into my local comic shop, so I didn't have to go out of town to pick up both issues. But yeah, Joshua Williamson really knocked it out of the park. Not Linda Park, she's in another book. Right? Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a joke. So yeah. Can't wait to see if it tells me how long I have to wait for the next issue, because another book says it's going to be a while. Okay, it doesn't give the date. Just says next. The storm is just getting started. So I'm hoping it's in 2 weeks. But another book, which also came out today, and will be reviewed in another video, says it comes out in 3 weeks. So, if so, I have 3 weeks to wait until Flash. Plenty of time to wash my shirt. I need a Flash hat. I want a Flash ball cap. I'm not sure what I want, though, so if anyone has one or wants to look on Amazon and send me a link to the one they like the best, feel free to do so. I'd really like some sort of feedback. I bought this Flash shirt, which is a little bit too tight, but it was the only one that they had at Meijer, and I couldn't find one at Walmart. I haven't been to Target. But yeah, so that is my review. Really like the book. I can't wait for more of the Flash. I'm really happy that this Rebirth provided me a chance to jump in semi-fresh, even though I still wonder what the hell is going on, what's still real, what things that I know are still there. So that's my review. Let me know what you thought. You don't have to like, you don't have to share, you don't have to subscribe, but comment. So yeah. Alright, have a good day, and I will see you back here in just a few minutes for another review. Bye.